Well, again, everyone, it's me, Nick Michalak, and the spooky Steve Frazier.
Well, happy Halloween to everyone that is out there in YouTube land.
And we are concluding our Devil double feature for October this year with a commentary for Late Night with the Devil.
Yeah, here we go.
It's an interesting one for us to discuss. There's some
really good and some really bad.
Some stuff that doesn't quite hold together. But, guys, if you got your own copy of the film, we implore you to turn your subtitles on and get your time to sign up over to 0 so we all sync up with a countdown. So, in 3, 2, 1, play.
What a fucking fantastic idea this movie is.
Yeah.
I love the concept of this movie.
Oh, yeah.
And then in about the first 5 minutes, they ruin the whole thing.
This thing's got about a dozen logos at the front of it, too. I was sitting in the theaters like, am I watching the right movie?
Well, Abu Dhabi, there's where your money comes from, right there.
Yeah. Sydney, I went to your favorite theaters. The Charlestown cinema, because there was like one that had a matinee showing for an actual matinee price. Like, okay, yeah, this nice theater, and logo after logo is like, am I going to get the movie soon?
Well, they had to pay for this shit.
They got to pay for a lot of. Well, there was an Australian production. They shot down over there for $16.8 million. Oh, no.
16.8?
Well, I'm looking at box office. 16.8 was the box office. It doesn't list a budget on the whole thing. That'd be a decent enough budget.
Good Christ.
To have this many fucking people throwing money at it.
Well, maybe it's like Nightmare, where somebody got distribution right. You know, Smart Egg gave some money.
For a minute and a half in, we haven't gotten past the opening logos yet.
Future pictures since 2068 is fun. I like that. It's almost like it's a gag, right?
Yeah, right. Like I get, like a lot of big budget films, like it'll have this company throw in and that company throw in a little bit of stuff here, so you can diversify the budget. But something on this scale, you didn't think there'd be like a fucking 8 fucking production investors.
They know how to set the stage.
Yeah, Michael Ironside doing the narration, so I'm on board with that.
There's my guy, Tricky Dick. We got Charlie Manson. We got the son of Sam.
Yeah. It's a fucking crazy decade.
There's a recent documentary about Son of Sam on one of the streaming services. Pretty good.
Okay.
I kind of thought that I'd heard the whole story, but no, it's pretty good. All right, well, Chicago radio announcer, I can get behind that.
And David Dastmalchian, though he was born in Kansas, he grew up in Chicago. Because one of my actor friends, Ryan, he had lunch with the guy a number of times. He knew him.
Oh.
Like back... Because he has a small part in The Dark Knight, so back when that was happening, my friend Ryan met up with him a couple times and knew him here and there, so... And he's been breaking through a lot the last several years.
Who's that? This guy?
Dastmalchian, yeah.
And obviously, okay, so in the 70s, there really only was one show.
Yeah.
Johnny Carson.
Johnny.
The Tonight Show.
Yeah.
And they even make the joke here at the very beginning that, that this is a competitor of Johnny Carson's. Yeah. And then they continue to show a bunch of sketches and stuff that it's basically a ripoff of The Tonight Show.
Yeah, yeah.
That version of The Tonight Show.
Yeah, yeah.
It's interesting. I think Johnny's version is the most highly regarded.
Yeah.
And my favorite. He was on Johnny hosted The Tonight Show for 30 years.
Yeah.
I remember being, I think we were 12 the night that he had his final show.
Yeah, roughly on that, yeah.
And I remember watching it, like, live.
Mm-hmm.
And Bette Midler was on.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a whole big thing.
She crooned right to Johnny.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Like, that version of The Tonight Show was really just...
golden.
The best. Jay Leno's version was not at all like Johnny's, really. No.
And it struggled the first couple of years.
Leno did not really do the skits. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't do any of the goofy stuff.
More cult stuff for us.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, even in the narration here, we're talking about...
They're acknowledging, like, Carson was just unbeatable.
Well, he was.
No, you couldn't compete.
Well...
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about the opening of this movie being 5 to 10 minutes of just pure exposition?
Well, the fact that the concept is for it to basically be a mock documentary, so that works. It's trying to present this as something you are watching on Netflix, as this is what happened and this is the context for the time. It's not showing you, the intention. It's not to show it as like a narrative feature, like it's a fictional thing. It's supposed to be documenting true events, so that works fine.
All right.
That's what a documentary does.
Sure.
It informs. As the film goes along, it definitely breaks its own concept.
Well, that's what I'm saying. 5 minutes into the movie, and we're going to be... Well, I guess we're 5 minutes in now, but you know what I mean. Within 5 more minutes, we're going to be... It's going to be fucked. So yeah, I understand what you're saying. I think it's you do have to give us kind of the history, right? Yeah. And you do already kind of feel for the guy, right?
Yeah,
like,
all
in the family.
Underdog, and then he gets gut punched by the wife. Diagnosis in passing.
Oh, yeah, I love a good midget. And they're kind of presenting it as maybe
a little downward spiral now,
and a little bit edgier of a show, than Carson.
Yeah.
I
mean, if you were trying to compete with Carson, trying to do the same thing, I expect to usurp him doing the same thing, just a bad copy of it. So one's idea would be to go somewhere different than he is and grab a different audience, even though it's probably not going to be as big of an audience.
So
it's
So what we're about to watch is the master tape.
Yeah.
Of the show from Halloween night, 1977, which I believe that was the same night Kiss was on the Paul Lynde show, the one with Margaret Hamilton as the Wicked Witch and all the things. So, unless that was 78. It was Halloween night, but I don't remember which.
77 sounds more
I think
point
so.
For Kiss.
I think so.
78 would start to slip slide a little bit.
A little bit. So, this is the master tape.
Yeah.
With never before seen
behind the scenes
footage.
Yes.
All right. Mr. Midnight. I like the bumbling sidekick. Obviously much different than Ed McMahon.
Oh, yeah. More on the Andy Richter vibe.
Yeah. I feel like I would have liked it if there was like a time code or something at the bottom. Because if this is a master tape, I don't know. I feel like now that might be a little too meta or too on the nose. Yeah, I don't know.
90 minutes.
But even if it was just like at the very bottom corner or something. I don't know how distracting it would have been. I mean,
yeah, I don't know. Just
it would have given it a. Like, I also feel like this doesn't really feel like a film stock from 1977.
Well, even then, it's supposed to be like videotape, like broadcast videotape.
I know that doesn't really translate to 4K, does it?
Well, that's why I just opted for the regular Blu-ray because we're like, well, the film's not really designed to be ultra high definition,
right?
Because they obviously they probably shot it digitally, but then further treated this footage to be a little bit more. Not an old term I had was shitting up the footage.
Okay.
Because when I was finishing up the fixture, it's like, okay, show all that stuff standard definition, but I want to do some pickup shots, so I use my HE camera now, but like that stuff looks too good, so I have to shitten up the footage.
Right.
So they've done a little bit of. They don't want to do that too much here, but they still kind of like degrade a little softer, a little bit of stuff here and there just to make it look a little less than pristine. I mean, maybe if they did some like kind of like tapes worn out type of thing, or I can get you that maybe they could have done a few extra touches to kind of make it feel more vintage.
Yeah, I don't know.
A little more production-esque. I don't know. But
not to say that it's distracting.
No.
Because it looks so good.
Right.
It just the news footage and all the stuff that they showed at the front of the movie, the documentary portion,
has a different quality to it.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you're going to tell me that this is a master tape of
From
that era,
45 years ago,
right? Then it's probably going to look like the stuff you already showed me.
Surely, yeah.
And in this case, it doesn't.
Yeah. Well.
So, I'm also confused about Sweeps Week taking place
in October.
In October.
It was usually a November, February thing. February for certain. I thought they had one in November.
So it might be February, but for sure it's May.
Okay.
Because it's the end of the season, right? But yeah, February.
Usually by May they're making the decision for probably February. Like, oh, do you have enough juice for us to consider you? In a few months?
Right. So the idea being that you put forth your best product to help entice the ratings board
to renew you,
and also for sponsors to buy into your product. Interesting how Nielsen worked too. Like, what a weird situation.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely evolved.
Like, they literally had people just randomly get a book and write down.
Well, there was one point in time where they just sent us, like out of the blue, just sent us like a card or whatnot. Just like a test type of thing.
Okay.
Never followed up or anything. I don't know if I even sent it back or anything, or really filled it out much or anything. But I just remember one time we got like a test type of thing in the mail for it and whatever for like a week.
The original concept was you were selected as a Nielsen family, and then you would just write down all of the shows that you watched.
Yeah.
Whenever you watched something.
Yeah.
And then you would send that in.
Yeah.
And they would tabulate.
Yeah.
Like
weeks, months later, even. Almost seemed like it, yeah. I like this character, man. He's good.
And they've got the Snake Charmer music going.
Yeah.
He's got like a priest collar kind of situation happening in this gold jacket.
The Mandarin collar going, yeah. I mean, this was what that late night era was. They'd bring on kooky characters.
Yeah.
And kind of interesting little acts here and there. It wasn't always just like, oh, I got an actor who needs to promote a film or whatnot. Like, it seemed like a less common thing that they did back then. It was more just like general entertainment ideas.
Right. I mean, that's why it's called a variety show.
Yeah.
Because there were a variety of acts.
Right. Skits.
And now Carson, same thing. Like
Letterman, too. Letterman followed on that. He was hot on that for pretty much his whole run.
Right. Like, I mean, Carson famously had the zoo lady come on and, bring out animals.
Yeah.
Like once every 2 weeks or something.
So, yeah.
I really like Delroy's fit, as the kids say. That eggshell shirt with that tie is really, really hot.
Yeah, the dress in the film, the costume is really sharp.
And, of course, the 1970s the rainbow striping.
The tie and everything. Big, thick, and wide.
It's what everybody wants. And multicolored.
Yeah.
The con.
Yeah. It's all a con. I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is age-old sort of shit, man.
Right. I mean, this is carny bullshit you wouldn't believe.
They got plants in the audience. They got all types of things. Just taking shots in the dark.
Right.
And you got to kind of pivot here and there to kind of...
Right. He's only 42?
Yeah, that's a 70s 42, man.
70, yeah. Or Arn Anderson, 25.
About a decade after this.
Or Earthquake, also.
John Tenta, yeah.
Yeah, another guy who
yeah.
looked like he was 50 when he was only 26.
Perpetually, yeah.
That skull...
Yeah, skeleton fucker.
That's quite off-putting.
Oh, yeah. I like that. I like that they have it there. But it's not like they're setting up or anything, but it's just like it kind of sets an odd tone. It's peculiar.
So, complete failure on Christou's part to get old Barry.
Yeah. There's a boom mic.
Well,
our last commentary.
Yeah, but that's on purpose.
I'm just saying. They can get away with all kinds of production gaps in this one.
That's look at that beard on the guy there in the front row, all the way at the end there, little Rip Van Winkle guy. Kind of looks like Leland Sklar, the bass player.
I don't know him.
Oh, well, he played with Phil Collins for forever, but he's also been on a million other things.
Oh, wow.
It's quite an interesting profession, isn't it? This carny of psychic business where you make a generalization and then somebody gives you a nugget and then you run with it?
Oh, yeah. It's a lot like examining. It's almost like a human lie detector type of thing, and kind of in verse. You have to play know all the different ways they can the facial features, the body language, what the tells are, like playing poker.
Right.
Know when you're getting close, when you're getting when you're getting hot, when you're getting cold, and where to veer back and forth. So there's an art to it, but still, it's a whole bunch of horseshit. This actor's doing a hot job. I love him.
Christou?
Yeah.
Look at that. There's like a mummy or something, and also in the front row.
Also Bazzi.
Oh, that old actor.
Yeah. Arabic name, who's an Australian actor. Which makes sense because they shot it down in Australia.
See, there's that mummy there in the front row.
Oh, mummy. The Yeti.
Yeah, the Yeti, sure, sure. God damn it. I cannot stand. It's one of the things that really pushes my buttons. When somebody uses the word momentarily incorrectly. So it's many. So it really honks me off because the word temporarily, or I'm sorry, momentarily,
for a moment.
Yes, it's an adverb. Yes. It means for a moment.
Yes.
It does not mean in a moment.
Yes.
Momentarily equals temporarily.
Yes.
If those two are not interchangeable, you're doing it wrong.
Yes.
Everybody has those little hot button things. That's one of mine. I don't know why.
You got about 100
I do have a dozen of them for sure. I have a dozen right off the top of my head, but
as per usual.
Oh, fuck you. That's another one.
Chop that off at the head.
God damn it.
It annoys me now because it annoys you. I'm now hyper aware of it.
It's either as usual or per usual.
Yeah.
Both are fine.
Yes.
But not both.
Sure.
Twin Towers,
yeah,
R.I.P.
Sure. Hot button.
I'm okay with this.
Okay.
A little bit.
A little. There's again. We have nits to pick on some things here.
Namely, okay, now you lost me. You lost me. Because this is behind the scenes footage. Who's filming this? What part of the film crew and the TV production
everyone right next to when they want to have a private conversation.
Right.
This would work better if they walk off in distance and the camera's zooming in on them and being very candid about it.
Right.
Like from about 50 feet or something. And you can barely hear what they're saying.
Also,
like that.
I don't know of any TV show that keeps the cameras rolling during the commercials.
Well, again, that's videotape. That's supposed to be a film crew shooting things behind the scenes, so... Even then, saying that, this film footage looks better than the film footage of the movie we just watched with House of the Devil, which was 16 millimeter.
Right. I don't understand how this is supposed to be candid.
Right. And they're shooting from multiple film angles.
Right.
This one feels more natural. We got a little foreground like they're shooting from a little bit of a distance. I feel that if you shot the whole thing through that and they're just kind of peeking in on it, that'd be better.
But we're following them around. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, at this point in the cinema, I was like, I was done.
Okay.
Like, it ruined the movie for me.
It didn't ruin the movie for me. I feel like some of the execution of the idea, because again, it's supposed to be a documentary, 1 or 2 camera crew just documenting the occasion. It's not part of the actual broadcast. But I feel like there's other ways they could have executed the idea to make it feel more off to the side, more candid, more kind of off the cuff type of thing. Instead of like, we've got 2 cameras following the 2 guys around the whole thing and we're intercutting. And we're like 2 feet away from the whole time. It feels like it would have worked better if it felt more, they're trying to not be
right
document in the moment, and the documentary crew is still kind of peeking in on them here and there. Well, of course, then the problem is if you're doing a documentary thing and people are 50 feet away and you don't have a microphone near them, then you're not getting any audio.
Sure.
So you start skirting the lines of the concept that is like, okay, you have to do certain things for a narrative function, but then the narrative function stuff kind of breaks the concept. So you're constantly...
I love this guy so much.
This guy is you.
Yes. 100%.
And he's such a good actor in this movie.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
And you'd wear this outfit, man.
I would wear that outfit.
You'd be on this one 100%. With the freaking stogie, everything.
I don't know if I would stogie, but...
But, don't have to light it up.
I love the idea of a cigar. I just don't know if I want to smoke one.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy's...
Then also, I do have an affinity for the name Carmichael as a first name. It's strange, but I like it. I love the ascot. I like the giant collar.
Suede jacket.
It's a lot of words.
That's a mouthful.
So many words.
These photos do feel more authentic than the filmed footage we're getting.
Right. Yeah, I just... yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like this is super high-def looking.
Yeah.
I don't recall. Remind me. Is there on the disc, is there a special feature of just the broadcast? Like
there is something along those lines.
The 45 minutes or whatever, and it's just the TV show?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe so, yeah.
Because I remember that being a talk that either it did exist or if not, it should have existed. And I don't recall if it actually made the footage, made the disc.
If it's not on this one, it's at least on one of the other editions out there. There was just a US 4K put out, which doesn't have any HDR or anything on it. The one from Second Sight and Germany do have Dolby Vision and HDR grade on it, but I think they might have more special features on them.
I like those glasses with the little hobnail on it. That's good.
Yeah, production design on this thing is really spot on. Backhanded compliment.
Right. I am absolutely this guy.
He's so spectacular in this role.
What else is this guy in, do you know?
Ian Bliss. Let's see what we got here. Another Australian actor. in the Matrix sequels. Which were also shot down in Australia.
What was?
Matrix Reloaded and Revolution.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. We got a... This is a very Letterman...
Not a whole lot. It's like bit part in Superman Returns, where I thought was also shot down the Fox Sydney stuff, studios and everything. He's more of a TV guy. So probably more Australian stuff that we're not familiar with. Miniseries The Pacific, I think that was a big deal. An HBO series.
I love just that little thing there where he gives the eye roll.
He's just such a tremendous performer in this whole thing. He's all into the character. And here comes the bed. I like this one. Put his ass on the line with it.
I was in love with with this character, and at this point in the movie, I was in. I was like, okay,
you're back in.
I love the events of the show. Mm-hmm. It's all the behind the scenes stuff that didn't make any sense to me of why it was even happening.
Okay. Well, again, probably just the fact that, okay...
It didn't feel at all natural.
Well, I'm trying to rationalize, okay? So, he's struggling in the ratings, so he's trying to put on a really big kind of writing spike event episode. And so try and make like, okay, maybe we document this thing, because we think it's going to be a real kind of monumental stake in the ground type of thing for his career. So let's get some documentary footage behind the scenes in case we can do something more promoted. If this thing goes out really big, we'll have some sort of document about what happened behind the scenes and everything. And, of course, everything behind the scenes starts going wrong.
Well,
so I get it for that idea.
They also don't acknowledge it.
That they're being filmed.
Right.
Right, that's...
Which I feel like it would come up. Like, wouldn't Carr here be like, get that camera out of my face?
Yeah, there could be more interaction with the whole thing. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, again, I was so taken out of the story by this part, this behind the scenes.
Right. Yeah, I get you.
Like, look at this.
Right.
How is this natural at all?
Yeah. And again, I don't like the intercutting. I don't like the fact that they got two different cameras on the guys at the same time, like they're doing regular film coverage.
And you never see...
A documentary is typically like
single cam,
usually a single cam covering a small event like this. Because you got all this other crew and everything like that. You're not going to have two other sets of camera crew with the documentary stuff and another boom mic floating around as much. It just feels like could be a little extra thought put into the conceptual ideas overall.
Like, it really took me out of it.
Okay. I wasn't thinking that much about it. More of the things at the end of the film broke the concept for me. Where it turns from a documentary to a completely surrealist, subjective perspective.
Yeah, I get that.
Like,
we'll get there.
Yeah,
but, like, I was so interested in the show.
Yeah.
The talk show.
That you don't like the break.
And I was fine with having behind the scenes, like, ooh, we've uncovered some footage of what happened during the commercial breaks. But then you're going to take these cameras and walk them right up to people's faces and, like you said, multiple cameras. And I'm like, what? How the hell is this?
Right. Like, well, you were talking something about, like, WWE backstage with the last commentator with some of the camera work. I was thinking more like, if you do like this, some of the stuff TNA Wrestling was doing around about 2010 or something like that. They were doing, I wasn't watching, but at least had enough information
about that. Those the Hogan years?
Something around there. But the fact is they were doing a lot of the backstage segments as candid. You didn't have people like a reality breaking type of thing where you just have a camera there and people are acting like there's no camera there. It would be much more like, oh, the camera's peeking and these guys having a conversation backstage and they're scheming and doing stuff, whatnot. That feels more like what these breaks in the broadcast should be.
Should be, right.
Yeah.
Now, I also am a fan of the stand-up interview where you have an interviewer and a and a subject.
The talking head stuff.
Now, that would have been interesting.
Yeah.
How about have if it's truly a documentary, which isn't, I don't know how well they explained that. But if it truly is a documentary, then, maybe there's some sort of, wouldn't there be some sort of questioning by a documentarian to say, hey...
Yeah, right. Typically, if this was done for, a Netflix or whomever else, they would have some sort of retrospective interview with someone.
Right.
Talk with Carmichael there, or talk with the show producer, or something else like that.
Well, I'm not even saying that. I mean,
Yeah, okay.
Just some sort of, hey, can we get your reaction to what just happened?
Okay, you're talking about in the moment.
In the moment
stuff, yeah.
Which, okay, so it's going to go one of two ways. Either you should have, it's documentary and you should have that. Why would this camera person not ask any questions?
Okay, yeah.
Or it's not a documentary and it's supposed to just be the TV footage, in which case there wouldn't be multiple cameras chasing people around and right in their face. Okay. So it doesn't work either way for me.
Okay.
And, I love the concept, but that the fact that it's two separate things, the TV show and the documentary or the behind the scenes.
But they're kind of still presenting things with that veil in front of it.
Right. Those two things don't fit together.
Right.
And so
one should be fourth wall breaking to the extent that they're not playing to an audience or not playing things like there's no... Yeah. More I try to explain, the more complicated it gets.
Right.
You got one thing with the broadcasting where you're playing to the audience and you're projecting a certain personality. The other thing should be stripping that away.
Real.
And seeing the chaos going on.
Right.
Yeah.
So if the idea is... Right. But, if you're the documentarian...
Right.
And you are now cut to commercial break, let's run backstage.
Yeah.
You're not going to just shove a camera in their face and listen. You're going to be like...
Right. There should be more reaction to the camera being there, is what you're
correct.
saying. Yes.
Unless it's not supposed to be there, and it's just the TV footage, in which case it wouldn't be there.
Right, because it'd be cutting tape.
Right. So, yeah, I feel like it's flawed no matter which avenue you take.
Right.
And I'm so in love with the TV show.
Yeah.
And the events that are taking place on the set.
Yeah.
That, it's like a tale of two movies. And I'm all in here.
Mm-hmm.
And then you cut to the black and white, and I'm like, but...
It
doesn't jive.
It's not tapping the potential what you can do with those interstitials.
Right. Nice plum-colored pantsuit is delightful.
And in regards to my comment earlier about having more glitches in the whole thing, I do like the fact that when they do glitches, it's for a particular purpose.
Yeah.
Like when right before Christy gets hit with the whole thing with Mindy and everything, or when she walks out there. Just a little jittery or something. The fact that it is used for a purpose lends more impact to when they use it, instead of just randomly throwing it in wherever.
All of the actors in this are fantastic.
Oh, yeah. And the characters are drawn well enough for them to inhabit them that well.
And Carmichael back there just sucking that heater.
Oh, yeah.
in his golf pants. Oh, fuck, I love that guy so much. So, I know I was complaining during the backstory here, but there's some sort of cult.
Yeah, allegations.
Aspect,
yeah,
right.
that he was deep in the forest with these weird people and robes and rituals and shit.
Right, of which she is the product of.
No, this is something different.
Oh, this is.
I believe, yeah, this is.
Well, no, because this lady wrote the book that he was holding up, and I thought she was the subject of the book.
Well, she's the subject of it. It has nothing to do with the cult he was involved with. As far as I know, they were two separate situations.
Okay. Love these little brake card bumpers.
Yeah, there was some controversy with those because apparently they use a lot, just AI generation for all those little graphics.
The bumpers, yeah.
And people kind of like, oh, you had all these resources and there's all these graphic designers in the world. Why don't you just hire somebody to actually do the stuff? So,
what difference? I mean, I don't know.
A lot of stuff with all this AI art and everything is the fact that it's using other people's work to train these other computers on without anyone's permission. Like it can mine every single video I've ever made and try to generate its own video based on my stuff without my permission. That's the problem. That's the controversy with the whole thing. It's like
right.
That everyone's stuff is being mined to be able to train other things for you to make money off of it. So, because I've known a lot of people I follow, their stuff has been mined for this type of stuff, and they're very upset about it.
So there's two different cameras that are right in their face from opposite angles.
And again, I don't want to repeat myself with the whole thing. It just feels like if you just had a single camera doing stuff like this where it's a little peeking in on the situation, it seems more natural to me. Or the fact that you have coverage on the whole thing just feels too staged.
Well, you could get around that audio thing by saying, like, oh, hey, everybody, we're making a documentary tonight.
Yeah.
We're all going to have a little mic on.
Something.
So that we could...
Something.
So that we can get more candid, right?
Something.
Like, that shot, not this one, but the one just before, was, like, right in his face.
Yeah. Yeah, this one. And the fact that you never see the two cameras
you don't see,
the same... when you cut to this angle, you don't see the other camera crew.
That's what
it's
really...
playing too much like it's a fourth wall.
I do think that that's a thing, that at some point you should see, if it's a documentary, you should perhaps... Like, obviously you don't want one camera shooting another camera.
And even then, it's like, okay...
And now where is this camera from?
You had two cameras on this thing, now you have another camera on these guys, like, just... There's just these little things that add up to a lot in terms of breaking the reality of what you're trying to set here as the concept.
The guy at the end with the beard that I said reminded me of Leland Sklar, the bass player, is gone from that shot. He was sitting in the very last seat to the right of these, our right of these ladies. 2 seats down from the mummy. It feels like these cameras are all over the place.
It feels like they got like 6 different cameras rolling.
Right, that's what I mean. Like, I was
that should be falling all over the place with the actual broadcast crew.
I was so taken out of it.
Yeah.
Like,
the more you think about it, the more, like...
It really ruined the movie for me.
The more we think about it, the more it feels like they didn't think as much about the logistics of the idea.
Like, that's why I'm so interested to just watch the TV broadcast version on whatever format. I don't know if it was a deluxe version.
I'll dig for just a minute here.
All right, you dig.
So I just read a review for the 4K that came out here yesterday. So the 4K that's coming out here is coming out on the 27th of October. And it's got a lot of bonus features. I'm on the wrong freaking thing. I'm looking at the wrong edition.
I do feel like...
The wrong link on the page.
I feel like that would be me, Carmichael, just interrupting.
Okay, so the 4K does not have it out here. Maybe it's the second sight version that I was looking at.
She took her jacket off. That means it's...
Getting involved.
We're casual now. I don't know if there's anything more 70s than those rainbow patterns on the wall. In all earth tones. Carmichael using the ashtray there that I like. He leaned in like.
Yeah, it's where I heard that there was a special feature.
I love this guy so much.
Thing, but I am at a loss.
It is absolutely a necessary character in this whole story.
Okay.
To have a skeptic, because I think when things go sideways, you need to have somebody, a disbeliever, to become a believer on the screen to represent kind of the audience in that way.
Pulling them over the hump.
Right.
It seems at least the Steelbook Blu-ray that came out from RLJ Entertainment does have the complete version of the actual broadcast.
Okay.
It's not listed on the back of my Blu-ray, which is from the same people. You'd think it'd be the same disc, but it's not listed. So, I don't know.
So I like that there's these little something or others happening that are kind of unexplainable.
Yeah.
And a maybe not the perfect explanation, but a voice of reason.
Yeah. Some sort of rationale for things happening.
And even though the things that are happening are escalating, there's still some semblance of explanation.
Right.
I think the live audience would be a perfect condition. Of course the audience is in.
Yeah.
And now
they're all in on this shit.
And what is it exactly that this girl is supposed to be able to do? I don't remember.
The demon possession.
Oh, okay. So the internal demon will show itself or whatever? Okay. Can you imagine the legal paperwork that would have to go around?
Oh, yeah.
In today,
Jesus.
Every single person would have to sign something. I don't know.
Yeah.
like, if this was on NBC or whatever, the head of the legal department would be like...
It would almost be like they wouldn't even do it live on the air. It would be like...
Well, there was no live. There never was. Like, I think unless that was the gimmick, is that this was live against... Like, this was WCW against Carson's WWF.
Yeah.
And this one was live and that one wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, the regular Monday Night War every day of the week.
We were just saying, like, later on they would probably be like, okay, we plan to do this. We're going to have it in a controlled room and stuff like that, and we'll show you a tape of it later on. It's all polished production, and we're not going to leave things up to chance. Like it's a 2020 or a Dateline sort of scenario.
Right.
We're not going to do it as a shock value on the spot in the heat of the moment with the audience watching.
Yeah, but 2020 and Dateline are both edited TV shows. So,
that's what I'm just saying. Like, if they were to do something like this, it would be more on a program like that instead of trying to shot it in the moment.
But then that leaves the skeptics open to saying, you just edited everything together.
It ends up being Chris Angel, Copperfield. We're all just in a controlled studio and everyone's a plant and everything's kind of hocus pocus and it's not, no one's going to buy as real. Just like, yeah. Because I watch enough of those deconstructing how the magic is done type of thing. I think like there's enough points where like Chris Angel's just doing it in a studio with a bunch of plants, and you couldn't do this in front of a live fucking audience on stage. It was like it's just a bunch of horse shit because if you can't do it in front of a live audience, it ain't real.
Well, it's not real anyway.
It's not real. It's not. It's not authentic trickery. It's post-production magic.
Right.
If you do it in the heat of the moment on stage in front of the people, then you've achieved something. If you have to do it where everyone's in on the fucking shit, and you can't really do it without having 20 different edits in the whole thing.
Right there, we're proving that there's at least 3 cameras.
Yeah.
And now that makes 4 because there's a wide shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's more cameras with the dock crew than there
is
are
on the
studio
broadcast. Yeah. It's a little have your cake and eat it too type of the idea.
I love the idea.
The idea is great.
Yeah, it's so good.
But, yeah, there's just a little... You have to try... I think with a concept like this, you have to try to, okay, these are the restrictions we have to do to make it feel like it's authentic. But they just kind of like, we'll just break it wide open.
You had to have rules.
And do everything.
There has to be rules.
Yeah, you have to be like, okay, we can only have one camera on one thing at a time. We can't have 6 different things happening simultaneously. Has to be a sense of chaos in the commercial breaks. So,
I really would have preferred it if it was just the TV camera feed that kept rolling during the commercials. Mm. You know what I mean? Like, have everything from the point of the same camera angles, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you have this camera here, like camera
people
1,
are 2... setting up things in the foreground and Jack and people are kind of scurrying around and there's overlapping dialogue.
Right,
and you have to kind of piece it together a little bit. You get the chaos.
I like chaos. Now, granted, that
Back
doesn't...
then, probably commercial break 2 minutes, maybe? 2.5 at best?
Yeah, probably.
Now it's like 7 minutes.
Yeah.
You're just sitting here, you forget what you're watching.
You know, I don't know how you would have been able to really tell the story well. It would have been harder.
But like I said, if you take the concept and try to restrict it, and work creatively within a confine of a more constrictive approach.
Like, obviously, this is the TV camera. There's two cameras here.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And there's a wide shot, so it's probably a 3-camera shoot.
Sounds fine for that type of thing, yeah.
Which you could have, and obviously they're zoomed in on camera 1 in the middle.
Usually, like Tonight Show, you have a shot on the band, then you got a shot on Johnny, and then maybe a close-up on the guest.
Right. Right. So
maybe another one if we got multiple guests. So
and then
that suits.
So you could very well zoom in on side stage action.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I'm with Carr. I like, okay, she's just jittering around and it's all bullshit. I mean, this is pretty scary.
Yeah.
Like,
eyes changed. Her features have kind of altered. Complexion's changed.
Yeah.
The welts.
Right. She's got the Exorcist.
Yeah.
Changed face thing.
Yeah.
Like it's breaking through the skin or something.
Yeah.
Oh my God, like this is so creepy.
Yeah.
And whatever the tall trees shit was that they showed earlier, like, I think that Delroy there is doing a great job of, like, his acting.
Intensely aware, but also vulnerable.
Right. And he's also realizing that,
very
like,
afraid.
She's saying things that nobody would know.
Yeah.
Like, this is not the Carney act that Christou was.
No.
You can't just hit a child on national television.
That's why you're not beating Johnny. Johnny would never slap nobody.
Well, absolutely.
He's not walking up and slapping Phyllis Diller or some shit. Well, it's going to be good TV, but
right. No, he's
got too much class.
He's taking a pie in the crotch from Dom DeLuise.
Dom DeLuise, baby. That's the money.
The makeup is fantastic on this kid.
They didn't go too far with it. Just it's just enough.
That bloody nose, I don't know how they did that. That looked really good. Like, they must have tilted her head back and put some shit in there and then like said, okay, tilt your head up, and they started the shot.
Yeah,
like
immediately.
The edit on that is fucking brilliant.
Uh-oh.
Like, what's brilliant about this whole thing is that they set up Christou as a fraud.
Yeah.
And then they've got the skeptic who's like, hey, look, he's a fraud. And then they
all this is a fraud.
They give you a little bit of a disbelief with the barfing.
Yeah.
And now they're presenting things that are going to be really hard to explain as a fraud.
But then even then, Carmack goes back there, he's shaking his head with the arms full, like...
Right, like...
I don't know what was happening. He's a little on guard with the whole thing, like, oh, maybe something's happening. But now all the analytical stuff, it's all, he just deconstructed every second.
Here we go.
He's thinking there's wires on the chair and all this other shit, and like, this guy cannot be convinced.
He's me.
Yeah.
That's honor. I'm me. I am me. He is me. There's a boom mic.
Yeah.
But it's really well done.
Yeah. I mean, it is a nitpick, but I do feel like after we just, again, watched a 16mm feature film, this should be grungier.
Yeah, like, it looks too good.
Yeah.
And
like a documentary in the 70s, you'd be shooting 16
these fucking two-camera back...
Yeah,
oh
back
my
and
God,
forth.
I hate...
Yeah, I don't...
You've got
it's
this...
two-staged.
You've got this beautiful TV show concept.
Yeah.
And then you've got this ultra-modern... Slick backstage movie.
Everything's perfectly lit, too.
It's a movie.
Right.
That's happening behind the scenes. And
it should feel more haphazard.
Like, this feels like 2025 or 24 now, like, present day movie. And then the show goes back to 1977.
Right.
And that juxtaposition, there's like two cameras over here, right?
Right.
Because there's this shot and the one from going the other way, this one.
Yeah.
Like...
It should just be one handheld camera just kind of flying in off the wall.
And there's a chink in the armor.
A little spook. He's a little spooked.
Right. And what do we got left? We got about 35 minutes? 30 minutes?
But, 30.
This one, a much better pace than House of the Devil.
Yeah.
Like, we've got a escalation of...
Yeah, right. Of freaky things evolving.
And I'm not mad at even the content of the behind the scenes.
It's the execution.
Right.
Yeah. Not everything should be shot in a pair of over the shoulders. Everything looking nice and clean and pristine. There should be just a rugged quality about grabbing things in the moment. Not everything would be perfectly framed and perfectly in focus all the time. You want to have good lighting on every single shot. There shouldn't be parts that look a little dingy or something.
Look at that. He's like stepping on the floor. He's trying to figure out
if there's some kind of gimmick.
Right. Everything is like super well done. Right. All of it. Except this bullshit in black and white. I mean, I was angry watching this movie in the cinema. And that hurt me because
I love such a good job with so much other stuff.
I love the content so much.
Yeah.
So there's two cameras in the behind the scenes. And then I guess they back up because now they're not in the shot anymore. Okay. The legal department would like to have everyone sign a release form.
Yes. A liability waiver.
Right. And a DNR. No, not
NDA.
DNR. NDA. Why did I say DNR?
Do not resuscitate. If you die on the studio floor, no one coming to rescue you. You're going away with Christo.
Well, I don't always say the right thing. It's fine. Yes, the Mr. Burgundy smoking jacket. Oh, yeah. Please give us everything you got.
Give this guy a fucking award, straight up. As actor.
I like also, interestingly, that they've got the Andy Richter sitting on the dais.
Uh-huh.
Which I guess is true of folks like Andy Richter did sit on the couch with them at times. Ed McMahon did as well.
Yeah.
They were not like
off to the side of the stage.
I was trying to think of Steve, what's his name, that's with Fallon right now.
Oh, I don't know. I don't watch him.
Oh, come on, Gus. Go ahead, Gus. What a great name, Gus. Like,
you don't get that one anymore.
You don't? Nobody ever takes Gus seriously, right? Is Gus short for something? Is it?
Jesus, I have no idea. Can't think of what it would be. Angus, Gustav, Augustus.
Gustav. I don't think he's a Gustav.
No. Very Greek. Latin, Germanic, Scottish roots, supposedly.
All right, Gus. Gustav.
Got some atmosphere going.
Augustus.
Augustus Gloot. Now this guy's got command of the stage. I want to see more of this.
Can he be the host, please?
Give him his show.
The
fucking beard, the mustache curl.
The curl on the mustache.
This guy's fucking owning it, man. I want this guy going around with his own show, busting fucking bullshit.
Now, it is... He already came out at the front of the show doing sleight of hand.
Yeah.
So...
Magic tricks.
This works.
Yeah.
Right?
It's got some theatricality.
It always kind of bothered me that they didn't stay on the shot.
Yeah.
Instead, they cut to
this, that, and the
like
other.
what studio camera has that shot of the audience? I don't know. It's weird. But that's fine. I'll allow it. Because there are shots of the audience from...
Yeah.
Vermophobia? Is that real? You like worms?
I'm the boogeyman.
I was just going to say, I had a meal with the boogeyman once.
Oh, that should be interesting.
WWE former superstar, the boogeyman, was... I went to a brunch where we all sat at a random table and then... wrestlers were assigned to come sit with. So every table got a wrestler to sit with. And the boogeyman was who we ended up with.
Have his teeth
and
pulled out for the gimmick.
He told us all kinds of goofy stories and stuff, but they were, in fact, real worms. How I would like to know how much time was allocated on the broadcast for this shenanigans here.
Sure.
Because
you only got so much time.
You like segment 1, segment 2, segment 3.
Yeah,
like
it's all very. I mean, SNL cuts sketches all the time because they run long.
Right.
This ends up being a segment that breaks again the concept.
Does it though?
Well, it will in a few moments here.
Stay calm, Gus. My whole neck is filled with worms. So many worms. Oh, Jesus. I like that the little girl was just smiling. Oh, the wink is beautiful. Yeah. God, I love the wink. You can kind of tell he's wearing a bodysuit.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of gross. Oh, yummy. Like Vader in 96.
Oh, jeez. Right. It was all a hypnotic suggestion.
Right.
So how did the videotape record a hypnotic suggestion?
Oh, how did they record his hallucination?
Right. That breaks the concept. That's a subjective point of view from a hypnotic suggestion. How is the videotape can only actually record things that actually physically happen.
So, but his argument is that it was the same thing that everyone imagined. So I think the hypnotism was intended to hypnotize everyone.
Right.
But to your point, you can't record it. Even if everyone experienced it together, you can't have video of it.
A collective hallucination, but you can't record that on a videotape. That's a psychological, neurological hallucination. That's not recordable.
So they talk about that though here.
Right.
So his point is, if it was real, it would be on the video.
Yeah.
Which I believe here in the video, nothing happens, right? So it is kind of a... Yeah. Unfortunately, you have to show it.
As we're presenting this as meant to be a retroactive documentary, showing us the actual physical hard proof on videotape of what happened that night, it skews the reality that you're trying to present, that this is cold, hard reality of what was recorded at the time.
So if this is what actually happened, then this is what we should have seen.
This is what we should have seen, because this is the videotape evidence that we're supposedly witnessing, instead of, it's a little, again, it's great ideas, but they're not quite constrained within the reality that they're trying to present to the audience. Us as the audience, not the audience in the studio, or the audience across the reality of the broadcast. It has to be what was actually documented at the time, not stuff that's subjective to what's being done with the hypnotism. So is slip-sliding along with the concept, and I just feel like they just kind of... And we're going to get beyond that shortly, too, towards the ending.
I didn't really consider that before, because they go so hard into showing you why it wasn't real.
Right.
But you're right. It 100%.
There can't be two different documentations of the same event on the same videotape. They both have to be the same.
Right. Well,
if the replay is showing you the videotape evidence, then what is it that we just saw if it wasn't the videotape evidence?
Right, exactly.
It's actually on the master tape, so it doesn't make any sense. It contradicts its own reality.
Well, okay,
if
now...
it wasn't being set up as, here's a documentary of the master tape, this is the actual documentation of what happens, if we had more of a subjective point of view with it, instead of being, here's the objective truth of what happened, because this is videotape documentary evidence of what exactly happened. And so if we don't have the preamble telling us that, there's something different to slip around with. And then the climax of the film is entirely subjective stuff that could never have been recorded on a videotape to present as a documentary. It's all really excellent concepts, it's just the execution just feels a little... They kind of throw the concept out when it doesn't suit what they want to do with the story.
So, at this point, now they're saying, well, let's go back and look at hers. To see if it's any different. But what? You can't slow it any more than one frame at a time, sir. You keep going. So the logic being, if we see something on this video, or if it's the same, then it's the same. You know what I mean? So that further ruins or
complicates the matter.
Reinforces your argument.
Now, whatever they're showing on the actual replay is supposedly what actually happened instead of what we're actually seeing as the master tape.
So the idea is, well, with hers it actually did happen because it's on the videotape.
Yeah.
Which then distorts the logic even further.
Right.
Uh-oh. A lot of cameras here. A lot of cameras. Like, this looks pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh. She done split in two. Oh.
Oh, no.
God, that's beautiful, isn't it? She's got her whole head on fire there. This is great. Like, there was the first shot of a camera person. And now he is...
Spare me like living Christ right now.
Like he just says, oh, fuck. I got the check.
The money. Oh, no, not him. Oh,
I love that everybody dies on this on this show. And now, this is live TV.
Yeah.
Don't you think at some point somebody, after the first person was murdered, that they would cut to commercial? Technical difficulty, we'll be right back. Color bars, some shit.
Yeah.
Now we put it up after 4 people died. How are there still like 15 minutes left? That really would have been an interesting thing to be watching on live TV, especially in the 70s, right? Like, you know, you're watching Carson, who's, you know, yucking it up with whoever.
Yeah.
Karnak, the Magnificent, and
Milton Berle or something.
Sure, somebody. Desi Arnaz, I don't know. And then on the other channel, murder.
There's Satan. But yeah, it's like, okay, here's the point where it's like, okay, now the film's completely jumped out of entire reality. This is the documentary. This is now a completely fictional. This is a narrative film we're seeing now. This is a surrealist, subjective point of view. We're seeing probably within his head or some supernatural stuff. This is stuff that got broadcast on the television program.
Right.
It's now CinemaScope and everything.
He's imagining this.
Yeah, this is not the master tape. This is another hallucination that's going on inside his head.
Right, so if it's a hallucination in his head, how is it
part of this mock documentary?
How is it filmed for us to watch?
Yeah.
Yeah, just another reason why the concept is fantastic, but the execution is terrible.
See, the way to go about it. You present, instead of being the documentary stuff, you have it where you have like a regularly filmed feature, narrative film. Then you go in and you splice in the broadcast where you have the actual regular narrative film going on outside of it. Instead of trying to be the documentary, it's just we're watching through the fourth wall all this stuff happening. You can still have the TV broadcast aspect of what's actually happening during the broadcast, but you can break off and not be documentary, but showing it just as a regular film. You can almost use you could almost even still use the opening with Ironside's stuff, narration, everything, as something someone's broadcasting on the TV. It's almost like, oh, look how far Jack Delroy's fell off now. And,
right.
He's trying to be desperate to pull off some publicity stunt now or something. And he's reacting to the whole thing. It's like, we've got to make this happen. And you could still do the entire idea without having the documentary end of it that's causing all the problems that we're chipping the film away at with.
Yeah, because all of this is just a strange...
Yeah, fever dream.
Right, it's like, this is what's happening in his brain while he's laying on the floor of the studio, right?
Yeah.
Like,
after this demon, this devil or whatnot's come out and tried to reclaim his soul or something like that for the black magic stuff he was doing in the woods years ago.
I don't know if that was necessary.
Having the cult thing for him?
Right.
Probably not. I don't know.
It's almost like they didn't have enough story with just the broadcast.
Right.
They needed an extra little something. So they got Dennis Farina there to stand there in a suit. And people to just make strange noises. And the skeleton guy who's just been mute the whole time. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, at what point can you videotape your dreams?
Right.
If you weren't taken out of it before, you're definitely out of it now.
In the theater, there's a point where, like, this doesn't hold together.
Right.
Because of the conceptual angle they went with.
Yeah, it would have been better if they just rolled credits. Or, at the technical difficulties screen, just ended it.
And have, like, get Ironside come back in with a
some sort of coda,
coda or whatnot, saying this, that, and everything and whatnot. Like, it ruined Delroy's career, and he
never recovered. Or the ratings were great, and all of a sudden the show was back, and he bested Carson for the next decade.
Or
whatever.
Yeah, or he... something. There's a good half a dozen ways you could go with the idea.
But yet they chose this one.
Yeah.
Interesting / good makeup on the Minnie character here. Like, she looks awful.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean that in the most complimentary way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm over it.
Yeah.
It really ruins the integrity of the whole show.
Yeah.
Like, are we supposed to be assuming that this is what actually happened?
On the broadcast, on the tape. Yeah, it's...
Like, I like this.
Yeah.
We're back, like, okay, fine, you could have had this shot, but him talking to his wife, right? Like...
Yeah,
like
medium,
like just standing there, like staring into space and talking as if he were speaking to his wife.
Yeah.
When clearly we could visually see that that's not his wife.
Yeah.
That doesn't go.
Yeah, the last 7 or so minutes, whatnot, just like it just completely flew off.
Right.
Concept.
They completely abandon everything.
Yeah. You can't present it at the beginning of the film saying this is the master tape, this is exactly what happened. Pure documentary stuff. There's nothing subjective about it. This is hard evidence of exactly what happened from moment to moment, and then throw into several either hypnotic dream sequences or some other stuff that just like it's completely subjective stuff that doesn't actually physically happen in front of the camera. And that's impossible to have at all documented in any type of way because it's all supernatural dream sequence type of stuff, or hallucinations, or hypnotic suggestion stuff. It just flies off the idea that you set up.
Right, and it ruins the movie,
right,
as far as I'm concerned.
And it's a shame because, like we said, there's a lot of great stuff in this thing. Really great characters, really exceptionally performed, really good ideas, good sequences, creepy stuff here and there. But it's like, if you just didn't constrain yourself, either A, you don't constrain yourself to that concept and keep breaking out of it, or you designed a concept that could allow you to be open and free and do all that type of stuff, you'd be fine. If you did something that was constrained to the concept and you stayed within the confines of it, that'd be fine. But you can't keep breaking your own rules.
There's a lot of cast on that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, way more than you'd think.
Yeah.
And I remember this came out last year, right?
Spring of last year, yeah. And it did Fayssal stuff the year beforehand. And they were shooting it during kind of heavy-ish COVID times.
Like in 21?
21, 22 or whatnot, in Australia and everything, so... You watch... There's it says a behind-the-scenes feature, it's just like B-roll stuff of what they shot on the thing, but you can see a lot of stuff like different signs about staying safe.
Social distancing and all that? Yeah.
Masks and all that, so...
If I remember correctly, Australia was one of the countries that really got it together early.
On New Zealand, too. They really stifled it out.
Yeah, like, they just followed all the rules and...
Yeah, kept home and just made sure you just...
Yeah.
Suffocate the idea out.
Right. I remember them being one of the better countries.
They got opened up a lot way faster than anyone else.
Which I guess makes sense why they filmed down there.
Yeah.
Oh, studio audience. Look at all those people. Can you imagine?
Yeah, always
I mean, yeah, you got to have 50 people to fill up a crowd.
There's got to be at least 50.
I don't remember this many songs. I guess they're all scores, yeah.
We were low on volume, so...
Right, but I don't...
But yeah, in terms of like... Where would it all fit in that much?
I feel like some of them might have been instrumentals that they...
Yeah.
Gave credits to and such. Multiple directors on this thing?
Directors wish to thank.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Directors, with plural.
There was a team, a pair.
Melbourne, it was filmed.
Yeah.
I've been to Melbourne for one night.
Huh.
Then I slept in the airport in Melbourne.
Oh, that's no good.
And then I flew back to Sydney the next morning.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely like to hear what everyone else kind of feels about the film, because it had a lot of buzz going for it when it was getting those limited theatrical releases and everything, but felt like some of the discourse was a little more chipping away at the fractures and the idea and everything as we kind of got into as well.
Yeah,
felt like there were a lot of people who felt like, maybe that doesn't quite live up to everything everyone's kind of stirring up for.
Yeah, light up the comments. Let's chat about it.
Yeah, we appreciate it, guys. So,
happy Halloween.
And take care. And bye-bye.
See ya.